Yeah, me too. I don't know why these things take so long to start. Well, I guess we listen to another tune then.
Wish this thing would start already. I'm quite certain the delay is Bubba's fault. Another tune, sure thing.
It is not my fault, Avery. Bello's the one taking his sweet time. What? Oh crap, I gotta get back there.
all right. Let's get some more work done on our music. Look at your little floofy butt over here. Hi, puppy. Very cute puppy. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's fine. Okay. All right, let's hide some of this other stuff we don't need. All right, where were we? Live checklist. No, I want music. Here we go. Let me zoom in a little bit. What is the zoom button? There we go. All right. You know what? I think we're going to start with. Got our. These are our lyrics. You know, I guess we'll just take a peek at the lyrics first. I'll take a peek on cough drop. Allergies been kicking my butt the last few days, and I'm gonna have some cough drops so I'm not hacking in your face today. Oh, good God. Okay. Ow. Did you hear that on the microphone? Totally banged that off my front tooth. That actually hurt. All right, let's not do that again. Good gravy. Boo. All right, I'm going to start by just taking a look at our lyrics. It was, okay, let's do this. Let me pause this. I'm pretty sure these were the latest and greatest lyrics that I did some tweaking to as we were playing with the song. Let me slide my camera over a little bit. There we go. That's better. Now I'm actually centered in there. Pretty sure these are the latest and greatest lyrics. I'm going to pop them. We're going to go use Suno. That's what we're using to make AI music. Really cool tool. And I think I'm just going to start a new song. So the one we did yesterday came out pretty darn cool. It's okay. I mean, for a first go around, it was pretty darn good. I actually genuinely liked it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a brand new track here. I've got my style prompts that I used for the specific type of music that I want to make. We might do some other variations thereof. But this is the one I'm going to start with. So let's get our prompt in there. Style prompt. Boop. We've got our dialogue pasted up here. I'm going to add a persona. So you can create personas in Suno, which basically means the song is generally going to try to be a certain style, or if you have, you can set a persona as a singer as well. So it'll sound like that singer, which is very nice. And so I want to use, oh God, here goes the doggy. Mommy's home from the store. Here, hang on. I'm gonna close my door a little bit. Keep current. So when I add my persona, this is one it's a little bit country-ish, a little bit rock and roll, pop, that kind of thing. And it's one that I'm kind of developing, and I'm going to keep using because you try to kind of find a voice, try to be as un-AI as possible. All that stuff will make sense later. I can show you more details. But anyway, what I want to start with is I want to start with just creating a song. Let me go to the advanced options here too. I don't need to select male weirdness. This is like how crazy is the AI going to go with the song and do some cool stuff to it. It's going to leave it at 50. Style influence, we definitely want to bring that up. Audio influence, I'm going to bring that up to about 40. And you can play with these. Again, I'm just trying to get something for us to start with. Sorry, damn nose is itching like crazy. Allergies. So anyway, we're gonna wait for this. It's gonna create. So anyway, I put in all my prompts and everything. Hit create. It's gonna give us two options. Um, let's see what we get. And right now, what I'm doing is I'm not so much worried about making a final song. So because we're gonna come back and tweak the hell out of it. I'm more worried about getting the lyrics just dialed in 100%. We still have a good amount of work to do. I feel like I need to do some more like rhyming in there. If you missed the last stream, the way I songwrite is I try to write a story. To me, the best songs are usually at least have some hint of a story to them. I mean, it's not always the case, but 99% of the time, it's something that you can empathize with, or you can feel with, and maybe you can put put yourself into the song. I don't know exactly what I was trying to say there, but something along those lines. You can put yourself into the song. You can feel that moment, and so what I do is I take inspiration from all kinds of stuff. In this case, I used. I was thinking about movies. This is going to be weird. By the time we're all done, this is probably not going to even remotely seem like it has anything to do with the movie. But I started out with the Never-Ending Story, if you guys know that one, and it just gave us some prompts, some ideas of emotions and stuff to feel around. And so our song basically is. While this is still loading, let me jump over to our lyrics. And it's kind of like in the song, it's somebody that's been kind of just going through life in a certain just normal. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just like their path has been they've been stuck on the same path, I guess. Not stuck necessarily, but you kind of get the meaning. And all of a sudden, something brings them out of that, and they're coming out of that to be part of a higher, a bigger purpose. Not necessarily religion or anything like that, but just something new in their life that they got to be a part of. And it's not something they expected, but it's always kind of been there in the back of their head, like I may have to do this kind of thing. And going through that journey, that's basically what we ended up with. Again, like I started with Never Ending Story, and we kind of ended up there. I mean, the theme is there from the movie, but it totally changes. But it's like that's what I use for inspiration to write, so it works pretty good. So we kind of went through that, and basically what I kind of broke down there, the different points. That's kind of where we ended up with. So let's see if Suno has got our songs ready. So anyway, so we did that. Then I kind of, I break it down into different parts of the story, beginning, middle, end. Then we break it down even further into, more into song structures. So you've got, I tend to use EDM kind of structures with drops, pre-drops, bridges, verse, kind of a mishmash of different music sections, if you will, of songs. And I break it down so that way we can tell our story. And we did all of that. I like some of the lines I have here, but I feel like some stuff should rhyme a little bit more, should be refined. If you're writing this in story form, it's super long. You got long sentences, and the key is just to whittle that down so it's really concise. Gives you enough information to tell the story, but at the same time too, it's vague enough where you're going to be able to insert yourself into it. And to me, those are the best songs where everybody can listen to them, and everybody's gonna have a slightly different get a slightly different feel from it because it attaches to their own emotions and their own story. Anyway, that's enough yapping. Let's go over to Suno. So that's basically where we are. So we've got our rough lyrics. We'll check out what the songs are. And the reason I do this is it really helps with refining the song, actually hearing them sung as, the lyrics sung as a song. So let's take a peek. Let's take a listen. Oh, real quick. So like I said, I have kind of preset prompts that I use because I'm kind of developing a style that I want all my songs to sound like. So this one is a melodic EDM country, duet, 808 drum machine for the for the drums and percussion. We have guitar picking and a deep bass and a warm synth to kind of go along with that EDM side of it. To me, it's kind of a mishmash of country, rock, and pop. You put those three together, and that's kind of what you get. So anyway, let's play it. Let's see what we got. Definitely got the country opening.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday,
God, it's so wordy right now. We definitely need to
reaching from
trim it down.
This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing.
I'm gonna add one more word to my prompts here
Always
for
meant
rock.
to find that door.
All right, this one is not hitting, so we're gonna go downvote that sucker. That's gonna hide it from our playlist. I'm gonna go ahead and hit create. So I added, like I said, I added rock to our prompts or style prompts, and I'm gonna go and we're gonna update this a little bit. I'm gonna take down the audio influence moderate. I'm gonna go up to 60 on the weirdness, and we'll leave style influence. You know what? We'll take that down a little bit. Let's go to like 75. I'm gonna go ahead and hit create, and while that's creating, we'll listen to this other track and see if we got anything better than that first one. That first one, I don't know, just wasn't getting any vibes off of it. I mean, granted, my lyrics still need refining, but just feeling and vibe and stuff, it wasn't quite there. Oops. Oh, okay, done.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see.
That's already flowing a little better than the last one.
Every day, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember.
And I'm gonna tweak as this is playing, so
without knowing.
you'll see me like instead of living in, I'm gonna go alive in the everyday.
Always meant to find that door, and it always meant to find me. The possibility of the other side, breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment with nothing to return. Nothing to return
Interesting. I like the build up.
to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Here we go. Into the sport.
That was a terrible drop. Holy crap. All right. Okay, no sir, I don't like it. All right, the first part was okay, but that's just kind of gross. All right, let's try one of the new ones here that I added.
Hey,
the,
bud,
the
click the
prompt.
subscribe
there's
button
my
or
little
follow or
overlay.
whatever the crap it is.
Please
Just
follow and
press all the
subscribe.
buttons.
Whatever Bello
Please.
says.
Okay, I love you.
I actually can't hear it on my my headphones. All right, let's Let's see what the two new prompts with. Like again, I added rock to the prompts. So let's see what we get.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see.
Let me,
Living in the everyday, reaching for all in between.
okay, you know what? Now that I say it, I think I like living in the everyday better. The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. I think that actually flows pretty good. I'm not mad at it. Let's try it. Let's play it one more time.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see. Living in the everyday, reaching for all in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing. I always meant to find that door, and it always meant.
All right, here we go. Oh boy, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Uh-oh. No sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. Ah. Allergies suck. Okay, this one was bugging me. I, as far as the wording and stuff, I like what it's the paint the picture it's painting, but I didn't like the flow of it. The first two lines I like; those are cool. It's a little wordy, but it's the intro to our song too. As we get along and as we start, like you know, you want people to sing along, you make it short, make the words shorter, and definitely more rhymey and things like that. This is you know, this is our intro. Like I've been waiting without knowing. Like I always meant to find that door, and it always meant to find me. Okay, I don't like the door there. It's just a kind of a crap word. It doesn't flow. Let's go over to our buddy Claude. Hey bud, can you help me revise these lines 3 and 4? I'm going to use, this is where AI is such a great tool, because I would sit here when I was doing this by hand and, you know, writing it out by hand, not even doing it on a computer, typing it out, but writing it out by hand. And I would sit there and I would agonize over like 2 lines for like hours and hours trying to find the right word, get the dictionary out, looking for anything that kind of worked to use the thesaurus and whatever else. And it's just like, oh, I can ask my buddy Claude and he can help me do it in, you know, 2 seconds. Well, more than that, but you know what I mean? So, absolutely. Let's look. So you changed. I was always meant to, like I always meant. Yep. Okay, cool. He's catching some of the changes I did. Yeah. Okay. He's catching that I use like a lot, the word like, because I want the repetition. You know, it is rhyming, even if it's not like the end of the sentence. It's still part of the rhyming scheme. What's not working for you about lines 3 and 4? Here are some options. I'm not here. Let me just tell him instead of reading through all of his stuff. I'm not liking the word door and me as they don't remotely rhyme, nor does door, haha, I rhymed, sound very good. All right, let's see what he comes up with. So this is where, like, you know, AI tools are amazing. Instead of me fumbling around looking through dictionaries, thesauruses, writing out 50 words, trying to find something else, he can bust out, 10 different versions for me right now. Like I always meant to cross this line, and the call was always meant for me. And the call was always meant for me. That's not bad. Like I was meant to find this path, and this path was always reaching back. Okay, that's not terrible. It's a little closer to being a nice rhymey. Path number 3. Like I always meant to find this world, and this world was meant to hold me close. That doesn't work at all, bud. Like I was written in this story, and this story's always calling me. Like I was written in this story. What's our other 2 lines? See if we can't find something to rhyme. Remember and knowing. So if we end on an ing. Better, maybe we can end both lines on an ing word. That way we're kind of, rhyming all 3 of those lines. I think that's a nice way to finish that off. Good call. Doubling ing creates single songy feel. Like I always meant to cross this line. Wait, are you giving me the same thing? He didn't give me any of that. I don't think you understand what I said. Let me adjust. Yeah, okay, so, but you didn't give me... Oh, come on, buddy. Can you try again? Sometimes AI doesn't get what you're trying to say. Can you try again? I meant that the words and the oh God, come on, such a bad typist. The last word of each line has ing, comma, for example, living. Sorry. I was trying not to hack in your ear. Bro, what are you doing? Why? Oh, you mean ending both lines in ing, like living, knowing. Got it. You want to avoid the rhyme. You want to avoid that rhyme pattern? No. I want. Oh my God, what is he doing? I want that. I can't type. Damn it. Well, I want that rhyme pattern. You didn't do it the first time. Oh, got it. You want the rhyme pattern both ending in ing sounds, but lines 3 don't have that pattern. You want me to give you options where both 3 and 4 have? Yes, thank you. Yes. All right. I've been searching for something, and something's been searching for me. No. I've always been oh God, that's a terrible line. Like the world has been calling. I've been reaching for meaning. I've been reaching for meaning. That could work. Like destiny's been weaving. We do say, I think, woven later on, but I don't know. I've been walking toward belonging. Like the story's been unfolding. All right, maybe that's a little better. Like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding. Okay, that feels pretty good. I like that. So we need another one for the second line. Ah, let me get that out of here. Too many things open. I've been part of the threading, and something's been searching for me. Like it's me that is searching. That's another good thing too. Is he'll say something, and I'll be like, "Well, it doesn't quite work, but I like what he's saying," and then I'll kind of tweak it and flip it around, or I'll take one piece from there and one piece from there and glue them together. It's really, really nice. Let me do this a different way. I don't want to get rid of the old line yet, so I'm going to just tab it over so I have the like I'm waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me, and it's me, and it's me that's glowing. I don't know. Okay, I honestly I don't mind that, and our taper is kind of going down, so you can see, like, just by the sentence length. I know our second one kind of sticks out, but then it kind of curves back around, so you're slowing, or you're quickening the pace. Let's see what else we got. The possibility of the other side, breaking through the ordinary. This is the moment with nothing to return. All right, let me copy and paste this here. Okay, you know what? Here, let me give him the verse and the intro and verse. Okay, I think I got it. Just to make sure you have the most recent. Okay. I like giving him that so that way he has it too, because he's gonna, have the final thing all put together. So perfect. Thanks for sharing the updated version. Let me capture it. Nice work. I love the changes. Yes. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Next. All right, you know what? Let me just take a look at it and see first. The build, the possibility of the other side, breaking through the ordinary. How about saying breaking through to ordinary? I think flows a little better. This is the moment with nothing to return. Okay, I like the return. I think I want to keep that because that ties into our bridge, which is nothing to return to. That seems to be kind of probably what our title is going to be, something along those lines. So I need to kind of figure out what we do with line 3 and line 1 too. I'm not a big fan of line 1. It's just kind of weird. In the meantime too, I'm going to put, let me play some music. Just something on in the background. Nice little EDM track, chill. Helps me kind of think and get into a rhythm, tune out everything else. All right, the build, breaking through the ordinary with nothing to return. All right, let's ask our buddy here. All right, here's what I got for this, ... paste, or paragraph, paste. I'm not liking
Oh, look, someone new joined the live. Hello, person. Why have you not said hello? Say hello.
The ones in 3. one to rhyme with ordinary. And probably line 3 as well. Ideas? All right, let's see what he's got. Good instinct. Let's get some rhymes going with ordinary. The possibility feels necessary. It's original, breaking through to ordinary. Oh wait, no. The possibility of the other side. Everything is getting blurry. My heart is racing, vision blurry. The world is spinning in a flurry, moving fast in it. I'm in a hurry. Can't go back, no need to worry. The pull is strong, no time to worry. Everything is extraordinary. All right, maybe we'll look at line 3. This is the moment. All right. Time is blurring, heart is racing, vision blurry, moving through the extraordinary. Okay, he's basically just giving me more options for one. He's not didn't quite get what I was going for there, because he's just repeating some of the same concepts. This is necessary. This is necessary. That could work, or some version thereof. Let me go look at the whole thing. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing. This is necessary. This is necessary. Is this all really necessary? Yeah, not quite right. All right, see what else he had. Dude, what is going on? Getting about 6 billion notifications. Let me turn off my notifications. There we go. Can't go back. No need to worry. Won't be worried. Can't be worried. Breaking through the ordinary. Yeah, I'm stuck on this one. Let's see what we can do. Harry, Larry, Harry, Barry, Ferry, Derry. That's me that's glowing. Is this really necessary? Is this necessary? Is this even necessary? Like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing. Is this really necessary? Yeah, that's terrible. It breaks up the flow. I'm really stuck on this sucker. with nothing to return. This is the moment. I am so stuck. Oh, you know what? Actually, no, he's already got it. Can you, not feeling it, not feeling it. Can you try completely rewriting? New with the same concept. I can see beyond the veil now. Everything is getting clearer. This is my defining moment. And there's nothing, and there's no turning back. The threshold's right in front of me, glowing brighter than before. I'm standing at the edge of everything. Standing at the edge of everything. Now that's feeling a little better. See, sometimes you gotta trick, do a few little tricks here. Wait, was that line 1? Darn it. Well, that was line 3, okay. Standing at the edge of everything with nothing to return. Oh, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Those two are feeling good together. All right, what else has he got for line 1 and 2? Dun, 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 about to step across. Reality is split open. I could feel the shift beginning. That's not bad either. This is where I make my choice. There's no going back from here. Something's pulling me forward, stronger than it's ever been. I'm crossing over now, leaving the old world behind. The veil. I hate the word veil. I don't know why. I can see what's waiting there. Let me see what this line does. I can feel the shift beginning, breaking through the ordinary. What if we swap lines? Breaking through the ordinary, I can feel the shift beginning, standing at the edge of everything with nothing to return. Close. Every beginning and everything are just kind of, you know what? Let me just keep going, because I will sit there and obsess like, oh, this isn't rhyming enough. A singer is going to do it totally different and probably make it sound amazing. Nothing to return to. How about we change? Here we go into the story. Let's do the pre-drop as just return. We might just dump the pre-drop entirely. I've done that on a few songs. But it gives it one of the things too with making the song on AI. It's not good at where you're thinking in your head like, oh, I want to pause here after this section. It's not good at knowing that you want that. So what I do sometimes is I'll actually put in words that I know I'm going to take out in the before we get to the final mix. But it'll create music for that section, and have like a pre-drop, so where it slows down, get a couple guitar strums or drum hit or something, and then you take the words out, and all of a sudden you have this amazing instrumental shift there. Anyway, so we're gonna leave that there. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Well, I'm gonna keep it at three lines. The AI will improvise too. Like if it feels like it needs something else there, it'll put stuff in. It's pretty cool. The drop, the breath around, and I'm finally here, part of something bigger, alive in ways I wasn't before. God, that's terrible. The breath around I like. Let me just give myself some space here. The breath around, falling from the ground. I really like, and I'm finally here, because it makes you kind of like boom, and then you jump up into the chorus. So I think I like that. Okay, cool. Oh, here. Bits and pieces. Okay, here's pieces. Okay, here's what I have. I have for the next. For this and the next. Need help with new line 3 options for the drop. All right, we're getting there. It's starting to come together. I know this part isn't like that exciting because you're not hearing music, and I mean you're hearing my background music, but you know what I mean. We're not like actually in the song, but you got to do all this. You really got to get your lyrics tight. You know, and we might even change these around a little bit later on, but you got to get them tight. Otherwise, your song is never gonna work out. It's never gonna feel really good, you know. Nice. I like how you're building a nothing to return motif. Okay, cool. What was I need, show me more. So our drop, we've got the breath around, falling from the ground. Part of something bigger, into the story now. Everything is different. The world is new. I've crossed over. And I'm finally here. Standing on new ground, feet on another world, solid in this place, rooted in the new. I belong in this home in the impossible. Found what I've been seeking. This is where I'm meant. Continuing falling, rising in the fall. Rising in the fall? That's kind of neat. I don't know if it's you know, rhyming wise it goes with anything, but landing in the light. Landing in the light, that's good too. Falling from the ground, landing in the light. Ooh, you know what? I like that. Landing in the light. Landing in the light, and I'm final. And it's finally here. Take that out. I don't think we need the and. Breath around, falling from the ground, landing in the light. I finally have sight. Finally have the sight. Have sight. Part of something bigger. Part of something bigger.
Howdy, bud. Did you like and sub yet? Come on, it's just a couple clicks.
Something bigger with. Oops. I kind of like that transition. We'll see how it plays out with the music, you know. But I kind of like that. It sets up the nothing to return to. Final build. Okay, here. here's what I got for this. More than a part, the story needs me. And I need the story to be woven free. Yep, we already have this. All right, I think we're gonna try this. Oops. Claude. Yes, we already have this. All right. There we go. All right, let's see. Perfect. Let's capture the complete song. I appreciate that, sir. Nothing to return. Oh, I think that's where I totally forgot where the nothing came from. Well, it's nothing from the never-ending story. Kind of flipped it around. That's right. Remember, like I was saying, like the whole inspiration for all of this was the never-ending story. All right, let's take our song, and we are going to start seeing about if this can be. You know what? Let me see. Pre-drop, return drop. Why is it not grabbing everything? Let's see if we can. Come on, scroll, buddy. Let's see if we can turn this into a song. Suno, there it is. All right, I want to copy and replace. There we go. I think we're all good there. Advanced options. I don't even think I need to change. Oh God, we never even listened to these last two. I don't think, did we? Here, let me pause the music I was playing. No. The possibility of the other side. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start listening to these songs for the music. I think our lyrics are pretty good. We might tweak it a little bit here and there. But I want to start focusing on the music. This is where, really the fun starts happening. This is where, audio, we start getting the audio and the real feel put together with the words. So let's listen to these, because now what I can do too is, so say our, lyrics are great. But one of these tracks, we're like, okay, this is cool, but I want to tweak it and I want to play with it. You can do a cover of an actual song you've made. And then do tweaks to it as you go. And that's usually how I get to where I am with the songs that I make. And I like how they feel, and, you refine. AI is still doing all the work for me, because like I said, I'm not a musician, but I do know what I like as far as, hearing it. So this usually works out pretty good. So let's kind of finish this song, and then we'll also make some more. And just mind you, let me see what this was real quick. Sorry. Oh, cool. All right. I got to go check the mailbox. Crap. Now I got off track. I can't remember what I was going to say. Anyway, let's start listening to song. Oh, honestly, we might go through 100 versions of songs. We'll go through maybe like, I don't know, 20 completely different versions, totally different. And then we might find one that we're like, okay, we got something to latch onto. We like the style, we like a certain sound, and then we're going to refine that. But this can take a while, so bear with me. Grab a cup of coffee, and we're going to listen to a lot of stuff.
Breaking through the ordinary. This is a moment with nothing to return. Nothing to return. return. Here we go! Into the story. The breath around.
Yeah. All right, we definitely don't need that one. I'm gonna go ahead and downvote that one. Weird breaks. Part of it's my lyrics aren't quite there yet. So, um, but yeah, it's focusing like power in weird places and stuff. Let's hear this one just to see. But I think realistically, we're gonna start playing with the new ones. You know what? Let's go. I'm gonna split this up. We're gonna do some more tweaking here too. EDM. I'm gonna move country. I don't know if it actually makes a difference for Suno where you put the prompts. Like if I put country at the end, is it going to be less country? You know what I mean? But I'm going to try that because I want this to have a hint of country, but not really, country. This is more pop, and like I said, this is an amalgamation of pop, country, and rock. What was I call a crock pop? I was calling it crock pop for a little bit. I think that's pretty fun, as in country, rock, and then pop. So we're gonna call this the crock pop version. Let's go a hint of country. I don't know if it's gonna understand what I mean there. But let's go ahead and we're gonna hit create, and we're gonna go through a lot of these. Like I said, get ready. It's gonna take a while. We're gonna hear a lot of stuff. Some of it's gonna be pretty good. Other stuff is gonna be like, okay, next. So we're gonna hit the create button a lot because that's the problem with AI. It's there is a lot of slop. There's a lot of repetition, a lot of stuff. We're like, okay, great. Sounds like every other song. But you will have those moments where something really, there'll be something that catches your ear, and the lyrics and the song will flow together amazingly. And then you grab onto that one and just tweak the hell out of it. And what I'll do too, just to say it, as we go through these, I will select certain ones that I'm like, okay, this isn't exactly what I want, but I like maybe a little piece of it. So I'll hit the thumbs up button to save it for later. Because what I've had happen too, because I mean, like I said, we'll go through 1,000 versions of this. 100 versions of this, and you'll get ear fatigue. You've listened to the song, 1,000 times, and you'll just start getting fatigue, and you don't know what's sounding good anymore or anything. That's where you pause and just take a break from it, and then I'll come back the next day and start listening to it again. And something sometimes will pop out where you're like, I can't believe I missed this. But sometimes, there was one version that's actually really good. But you were so focused on a different part of the song sometimes, and so you kind of skip past it. But if there's something I like about it, something halfway cool, I will flag it. I will give it a thumbs up. All right, so we got some new versions here. Let's check them out. I like the way it started. Not sure I like the but we can cut that out.
Behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's grown. Breaking through the ordinary, I can feel the shift beginning, standing at the edge of everything with nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
Not bad. Got some good stuff here. Tree drops a lot better. All right, a little bit of goosebumps.
Nothing to return to. Nothing to return. Broken apart. The story needs me, and I need the story. I'll be woven free, and nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return.
Nice little breakdown.
More than a part.
Real quick, that's really cool. If you noticed it, even though my lyrics had nothing to return, because I kind of wanted him to slide back into the 2 in the second part, he actually added a 2 in there, and I think it sounds really good. So I think we might put that in there.
The story needs me, and I need the story to be woven free.
Wait a minute, he's repeating the.
There's nothing to
Interesting.
return.
I think he's repeating lyrics on its own. This is what's really wild about Suno. I mean, it'll do stuff to make the song work better, which is really cool. Let's double check here. I think he's repeating. Which one? The final build, I think. He tweaked it a little bit. Hey, he's repeating it. All right.
And I need the story to be woven free. There's nothing to return.
Okay, so he put it up there.
So, I don't know what to say here. Oh, what's your favorite sandwich? Wait, crap! I'm supposed to tell you to like and follow. So do that now, and then tell me your favorite sandwich.
That's nice. That's very nice. All right, we got ourselves a song, ladies and gentlemen.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see. living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like a story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing. Breaking through the ordinary, I can feel the shift beginning. Standing at the edge of everything, with nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
This one's not bad either.
Nothing to return to.
I like the return. That came out good.
The breath around, falling from the ground, letting it all out. I finally have sight. Thought of something big nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Falling apart. The story needs me, and I need that story to be wholly free.
All right, that one's not bad. Not as good as the first one. It had some moments there like that I liked, but yeah. I'm going to go ahead and downvote that one. Let's go to the next one. Like I said, it's it's easy to want to like, oh, we got to save them all. No, don't do that, because then you're going to have 6 billion you got to listen to the next day. Let's try the next one. Let's see what we got. Oh, let me scroll up here for lyrics.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living really every day, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing. Breaking through the ordinary, I can feel the shift beginning. Standing at the edge of everything, with nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
Nope, don't like it. It had a few moments in that were kind of cool, but overall, I don't like it. Just not quite flowing right. That other one this one is still the best. Here, and while we're working, I'm going to create a couple more. Let's see. You know what? I might tweak our settings a little. You know what? No, I won't. It's really easy to want to dive in and start tweaking while you're still listening to the last song, and then a new one comes out, and it's totally different. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to tweak, but I am going to create 2 more. So, and just to note too, if you're going to use Suno, when you click create, it gives you 2, and they're kind of similar. They're like along the same vein, or at least have some similarities to them. So every time you click new and you get 2 new ones, they tend to be more different than the last 2. So anyway, let's go ahead and hit play, and then we'll wait for the new ones, and we'll keep listening. This is the part where just you keep listening.
A door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday.
I like his little voice breakdown.
From in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing.
Much better on the glowing.
Breaking through the ordinary, I can feel the shift beginning, standing at the edge of everything, with nothing to return, nothing to return to.
I like the guitars.
Nothing to return the breath around, falling from the ground, landing in the light. I finally hear sign of something bigger. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return. Born and apart, the storm story needs me, and I need the story to be woven free. There's nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return.
All right, this is going on a little too long. I think we can definitely cut off the last, like there's nothing to return. That was a nice cutoff. Realistically, I would cut that off there. That's a pretty darn good version. There's some stuff in the middle that's a little wonky, but that was pretty good. So I'm gonna give that a thumbs up. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's check out the next one. Holy Christ, there's an 8-minute version. Oh boy. But we'll come to that one.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing, breaking through the ordinary. I can feel the shift beginning, standing at the edge of everything, with nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return.
Nope, no sir, I don't like it. It's this one. All right, moving on to the next one.
Your door behind it.
Okay, so I like the intro in this one, and this is like little stuff I can. Again, I'm not a musician. I know what I like when I hear it, kind of thing. But this one is kind of cool. I like that there's like a keyboard intro, and then the guitar kind of kicks in. I would, after the fact, if this is one we want to go with, I would actually bring this into Suno Studio, and you can actually play around with individual pieces of the track. I would cut off the guitar part and just let the the synth, the keyboard come in. Anyway, let's play it. Like I would just leave this. I would cut off the guitar part.
Your door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing, breaking through the ordinary.
Nope, not feeling it. You know what? Let me go and let's go ahead and we're gonna take that last part off because it's getting long. These are like 5-minute plus songs. I like to keep it like 3.5 ish, depending on the song and stuff. But yeah, these are getting long. Intro, verse, royal build. All right, I think we're good there. We may. Okay, let's just go with. Let's see what we get.
Hello, it's Avery again. Did you know we post comics daily?
And while it's
Well, now
building,
you
we're gonna
know.
keep
Spread
listening.
the word.
We're gonna find one we like. I mean, we have a couple that are pretty cool, but there hasn't been one that I'm just like, oh yeah, that's it.
door behind daylight. Did hide what I can see. Living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember. Like I've been
I do like the drums in this
waiting
one.
like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing, breaking through to ordinary. I can feel the shift beginning, standing at the edge of everything with nothing to return. Nothing to return to.
Nice.
Nothing to return to. Nothing to
All right, that's not bad. All right. So right now, if you can see me copy pasting, moving stuff around, I'm also messing with the song structure. As I listen to this, it's one thing when you write it down on a piece of paper, but it's a whole different story when you hear somebody sing it and play it. Um, you know, my song structure feels a little bit off, like the beats are not quite right. So I'm moving stuff around to, basically hopefully fix that. Anyway, I'll keep playing while I'm moving stuff around, and then we'll see how that sounds in the next version.
The story
All right, that was pretty cool. Not quite there. Like, right now we're just, again, fine tuning as we go. That's the beauty of the AI. It shows you kind of what you're building, and then you can tweak it. So I've moved some stuff around. Let's see if we can get a little better song structure. Hopefully a little shorter, because these are really long. I got nothing against long songs, but I do like to keep these, like 3 to 4 minutes. Let's just say 3 to 4 minutes. I think that's a good song length where, it's it you can get some good repetition for a good chorus and things like that. But anyway, all right, we'll just keep playing. Play the next one. Just to say it too, I don't mind if if a song is really long. We can actually go back and tweak that to make it a shorter song by doing a cover of it. But anyway, I'm going to listen to all of them no matter what. I might skip through a few pieces here and there. So, but we'll keep going.
The door behind daylight,
I like that.
behind what I can see. Living in the everyday,
Yeah.
reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's blowing, breaking through the ordinary.
There we go.
I can feel the chip
Got some light in my face now.
standing at the edge of everything, with
Hey,
nothing
puppy.
to return. Nothing to return to.
Interesting.
Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return. Feel the breath around.
All right, this feels weird. I like bits and pieces of it, but the intro is kind of countryish, and then we get into like some pretty strong rock, and it just feels like a weird transition.
Living in the everyday.
Yeah, see? I mean, it's got rock, but it's a little countryish,
Reaching from in between.
and then there's no more country left later.
This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's feel the chip again.
All right, no sir, don't like it. Let's move on from that one. Here, we're going to give a quick listen to these other two, because I did change the song structure, if you recall. And the top two are the new ones. So let's just listen to these in case there's something audio-wise we like, and then we can use those to tweak the new one. But
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between.
I gotta move that light.
This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing. I'm breaking through the ordinary. I can feel a shift
buddy.
beginning, standing at the edge of everything, with nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return. Nothing to return to.
Nope. All right, I don't like that one either. A little too hard, It's just like the transition from kind of a country rock pop to all of a sudden we're leaning towards more of a metal thing. It just doesn't work. So moving on. That's a little violin there.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see,
I like the synth too.
living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing.
Yeah, I like that.
Breaking through the ordinary, I can feel the shift beginning. Standing at the edge of everything, with nothing to return, nothing to return to, nothing to return.
I like this one.
Nothing to
Ooh.
return. The breath around, falling from the ground, living in the light. I finally have sight. What of something bigger with nothing to return to, nothing to return to, nothing to Mulling apart, the story needs me, and I need a story to be woven free.
Got all kinds of stuff in there.
Nothing to return to, nothing to return to. Mulling apart, the story needs
They went crazy on that one, just playing and playing and playing. All right, I'm going to create a couple new ones because I've realized I screwed up the organization or the order of one spot there. So in the final build part, the part of something, I had that in the wrong spot. So we're going to create a couple new ones. And while that's working, let's listen to these other two. We're getting better too. We're down to 423. That's a much better size.
Don't be shy, bud.
Ultimately,
Say
I'd like to
howdy.
be a little-
Come
oh, hey,
on.
look.
On the count of three,
It's, my
everyone
buddy
type howdy.
Bubba.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Howdy.
Let's well, let's go on. So we'll listen to these two. Just if something like we're like, oh my god, this is amazing, we'll give it a thumbs up and save it for later.
door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's we that's glowing. Breaking through the ordinary, I can feel the shift beginning, standing at the edge of everything with nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
All right, a little too heavy on the rock there. Like we got to find a nice balance, you know. Let's see if I could change the prompt. I found another thing I wanted to change anyway. Let's go. Let's try pop rock. I can, you know, you can kind of tell too how the AI is starting to interpret stuff because it starts doing the same thing on, you know, every track. So let's tweak it a little bit, and we're going to put pop rock instead. Yeah, let's just leave it. I'm going to go ahead and let's go through. I don't know. I'm a big stickler for just going through stuff to make sure you went through it. But let's take a listen to this one real quick. We'll click through it pretty quick.
Behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, and it's me that's glowing. Breaking through the ordinary, I can feel the shifts beginning.
Yeah, it's just too heavy. It's not quite what I'm looking for. All right, let's try this one.
What I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting.
No, sir, don't like it. All right, let's go to the new one. Oh, wait, we got almost to the new one.
The door behind daylight, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the
Nope, still really heavy. All right, let's see how the pop rock version's gonna sound. Hello, puppy. What's up, little bear? Ah, you want to say hi to? Want to say hi to everybody? Yeah, look right there. Harley, look right there. See? Hey, hi. Mwah. What a little cutie pie. Oh, you're just the sweetest little buddy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So cute. All right, we're almost there. Oh, little buddy, I love you. Mwah. Hugging the puppy. Yes? What is it? Go get mommy, see what she's up to. Go get her, buddy. Go get her. She is so cute. No, got your toy. Yeah, go get her, bud. She's so adorable. Okay, here we go. God, we're still at 5 minutes. We're gonna have to tighten these songs up too. I don't like them be well. I mean, it could work, but usually with AI, it's you don't have enough change, enough interest to keep a song sustained for that long without it becoming really repetitive. Let's see what we got.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between.
I like the piano.
This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing, breaking through the ordinary. I can feel my pledge beginning, standing at the edge of everything with nothing to return, nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return. Feel the breath around.
All right, we're getting better. Not quite there. I think our, it's like a kind of our first drop is around like over a minute, and that's a long time. God, this one's 6:07. I think we might have to cut a little bit, trim a little bit.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's blowing. Breaking through the ordinary.
Yeah, we got a duet.
Feel my pledge beginning, standing at the edge of everything with nothing to return, nothing to return to, nothing to return to, nothing to return to. Feel the breath around,
Feel the breath around,
falling from the ground,
falling from the ground,
landing in the light.
landing in the
I
light.
finally have more than a part. The story means me.
And I need the story to be woven free.
Part of something.
Something we do
Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
Wow. Okay, that's a really fun transition. It doesn't work with the song, but it's a really fun transition. A little like 80s synth poppy. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm totally restructuring the song here. So if you were watching, I copied and pasted into my, my notes app, the last version, and then I'm totally tweaking this. I'm hoping I'm going to get the amount of time down with this and tighten it up a little bit. Even though I like, pretty much all the words we have, I'm not sure they're all necessary. So sometimes you got to trim for, edit, you edit yourself a little bit. All right, let's hear this one, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit create. So we're going to create 2 more with the new structure, and then we'll listen to these other ones in the meantime. See if there's anything we really like. We can hit the thumbs up button and come back to it if there's a sound or something we specifically like.
Hold out wide. The story needs me, and I need the story
To be woven free.
There's nothing to return.
All right, let's move on to the next one. That one just keeps going and going. Hi, puppy. Kitty puppy.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something
All
I
right.
remember.
I like that little transition. Like one of the problems with writing a song like this, you're telling a story, so you got to, get all the intro done, and it's a lot sometimes. Before you really get to the meat of the song, sometimes it's like a minute. So I really like what it did here by bringing in the drums, bringing in percussion to speed it up. Let's go. We're ramping up.
Like I've been waiting without knowing. Like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing. Breaking through to ordinary.
I'm gonna give this a thumbs up because even though it's too long, I've totally changed the structure of the lyrics. I do like the sound, so I'm gonna keep it because we might come back to this one and take the updated lyrics, drop it, do a cover, and then but it'll keep the essence of the song. It's one of the really nice, cool things you can do.
Hey, did you click the sub follow button? Really? Come on, bud. It's just a click. Okay, maybe 2. Whatever. Just do it, bud.
Everything with nothing to return. Nothing to return to.
All right, yeah, that's not bad. Let's get this one really quick just to see if there's anything cool sounding. I doubt it, but we spent the credits to make it, so let's take a peek.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing. Breaking through the ordinary, I can feel my pledge beginning, standing at the edge of everything with nothing to return. Nothing to return to.
All right. It's not bad. Nothing crazy amazing that I'm going to like, oh, I got to save that one to try to fix it. Oh, look, our times are going down. So we're 307 and 401. Let's try the 307, see what we got. I got to move this thing because I keep looking right there instead of the camera. There we go.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see,
Ooh, I like that ding, ding.
living in the everyday, reaching from in between.
Much better.
Breaking through the ordinary, I can feel my pledge beginning. Standing at the edge of everything, with nothing to return. Nothing to return to.
All right, totally different.
Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return. Feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's blowing. Feel the breath around, falling from the ground, landing in the light. I finally have sight, part of something, something bigger way. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return.
This is so 80s pop rock. I love it. It's fantastic. This sounds so different, huh? It's amazing. Like you'll be doing this and then, you'll just kind of get the same thing and your same thing. And then all of a sudden the AI is like, oh, let me try something different because you keep telling me to like redo the song. And boom, you get something completely different. This is pretty cool. I'm going to thumbs up this thing. I think it needs some work. It's got some spots that are boring. I think we're kind of missing a little bit too here in the verse and the bridge part. After a return, after the drop. It's a little too long. Like I kind of want to get back to the drop again, to the chorus, if you will. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a thumbs up because I like the sound, and that's why I'm going to save it.
Rolling apart, the story needs me, and I need the story to be warm and free. There's nothing to return.
All right, real quick, I'm gonna take. I like what I got, but like I said, I feel like the middle section there, the kind of the bridge verse, all that, is a little long. Like I want to get back to the chorus, the nothing to return to, and really just kind of rock out to it. I know that made me look really old doing that, but I really I want that to lift me up, and I think getting back to the chorus faster is going to do that. So while this is playing, we'll see how this one is. I'm going to copy this, and then I'm going to go to my notes app. What do we call the last one here? I'm going to update it. I'm going to call this V1. Oops, not V exclamation. So then I'm gonna keep doing this. So I'm gonna go update V2. So that way I'm gonna keep my old ones too, because sometimes you keep playing, and you think you got something good, and then you go off the deep end and it's too much, and you deleted your old one, you're kind of screwed. So I always make sure I save everything as I'm going until we got like the final, and then I might delete some of this stuff, right, puppy? Ha! I booped your nose. So I'm going to mess around with this in here while we got the other one playing, just kind of inspiration. Here we go.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between. Breaking through to ordinary, I can feel my pledge beginning, standing at the edge of everything.
She's got a runny nose. Come on. Come on, babe. I gotta finish up. This one's not bad. Yeah.
Something bigger with
Whoa.
nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
This part's nice.
Nothing to return to.
All right. This one's not bad. I'm gonna hate to give it a thumbs up.
Frozen in time, the story needs me, and I need the story.
All right. Well, I'll pause it there. If anything, this will be a reference. If I'll come back to this again and listen to it, see if there's something there that I really like. So you can see though. So this was like our original first one that I did, in the last stream. But now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that there was something there that I like musically. And I'll go through a few more, and then I'm listening for, because it's gonna, it's AI. So it's going to generate a lot of stuff that sounds very similar, very much the same. But I want every once in a while it'll pop something out you're like you weren't expecting, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. And so I like doing that because it takes you a lot of songs to go through the slop to get to the one good one. It's like anything else in art. You try 50 different ways, and it's going to be every single cliche and everything that's just it's not bad, but it's not great either. So you got to go through all the filth to get to the good stuff. Anyway, let's play some of the new stuff. Oh, and we're getting closer. So this one's top one's 313, and the one below that is 317. These are good lengths as far as pop songs. You go longer than that, and you're just, it's not conducive to radio play or something that, I guess the best way to say it with a pop song is you want them begging for more. You want them to hit that play button again. You want to have them put it on repeat because it's good. It takes them up, down, back, up, down again. And it's like, it's just enough where you like, oh God, I got to hear that again. And so the sweet spot for that tends to be around the 3-minute mark. All right, here's our next option.
Door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, breaking through the ordinary. I can feel my pledge beginning, standing at the edge of everything, with nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
That is not working. That's an easy one. I could just go ahead and say, no, that's a downvote. Let's try the next one.
Which one of us do you love the most? It's
What are you
me,
staring
Rod.
at me for, bud?
Oh, you do love me. You really love
I'm
me.
still working, cutie pie. Whoa.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, breaking through the ordinary. I can feel my pledge beginning, standing at the edge of everything, with nothing to return.
How am I supposed to work in these conditions? I have to reach around her to get to my keyboard. This little sticker. It's so nice having a puppy here. I think I'm going to change the word from pledge to turn. I feel my turn beginning. I feel my turn is beginning. Breaking through the ordinary. I feel my turn beginning. I feel my turn is beginning. Standing at the edge of everything. Yeah, let's throw an is in there. We might change it, but I think that just, and this is one of the things while we're listening to stuff, you kind of do keep tweaking little lyric stuff, and it just tightens up. It gets better and better. Anyway, we'll keep playing here. I'm gonna create 2 new ones since we updated the lyrics.
Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return
It's okay. Nothing's kind of jumping out of me, so I'm going to skip this one. I'll go to the next one.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, breaking through the ordinary. I can feel my pledge beginning, standing at the edge of everything, with nothing to return.
That's a really weird transition. That almost went into like a trance song, uplifting synth in there. It's weird. We're gonna downvote this one and go to the next one. But wow, interesting. This is why you got to go through 100 of these versions to get to something that's really cool. But you'll get a few that have like really cool things in there, and you're like, oh, okay. Just to say it. So that's how, it's always going to be AI music. There's no way around it. But that's how, if you're watching this and you're like me, you like writing songs, but you're not a musician, this is how you can get something good and that's unique. That's not just going to sound like complete AI, repetitive stuff. So. All right, next one.
Door behind daylight, behind what I can't see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, breaking through the ordinary. I can feel my flesh beginning, standing at the edge of everything, with nothing to nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
Nope, don't like it. Oh, and then just so you know too, if you saw me, I changed the prompt a little bit. I took out guitar picking because it's kind of like it keeps doing that at the beginning, and it's just, I don't know. I'm getting kind of tired of it. So. Let's see what else we get. That's the two new ones that are loading are not going to have the guitar picking in the prompt. We'll see what happens. This is totally different. All right.
Door behind daylight.
Ooh.
Behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between.
I'm liking this.
Breaking through the ordinary, I can feel my turn is beginning, standing at the edge of everything, with nothing to return, nothing to return to.
Now we're cooking. Yes.
Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return. Like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing. Feel the break. return to.
All right, look at that. See how all of them were sounding the same? It's like all this, just same, same, same. And then every once in a while you get one of these. It's like, boom, that is really good. Anyway, you probably noticed me. I edited the name of it and just added a yes at the end. These are the ones, even though it's a thumbs up, I also add the yes because this tells me that this is a track I really liked. This could be it. I kind of feel like I wish there was another, bout of the chorus at the end, nothing to return to. Kind of pump it up a little bit more, and then drop it. Like we could add another 20 seconds or so to the song. I think that would be fantastic. I am stoked with that. So let's check out the other two, and then I think we're kind of at a good stopping point. But let's see what we got with these other two.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday.
No. Wow, that was even off key. Nope, don't like that one. Skip right past it. I'm not wasting time. All right, next one.
The door behind daylight, behind what I can see, living in the everyday, reaching from in between, waking through the ordinary. I can feel my turn is beginning, standing at the edge of everything with nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to.
No, sir, don't like it. All right, let's go back. Let's finish it off. I'm gonna call it because I'm getting a little burnt out. Getting ear fatigue from listening to so many of these things, and a lot of them start sounding the same. That's why I got so excited with this one because it's different. Um, let's play this one again. We might play it once or twice, and then we'll get off here, and then we'll come back and see if we can't wrap this sucker up. We still have a good amount of work to do, mind you. This sounds pretty good, but there's still some work I want to do on it.
Door behind daylight, behind what I can.
Just to say too, like this is one of those ones where I was mentioning it earlier, where if you pay for the higher Suno, you can open this up in Studio and you can actually mess with the individual stems on this thing. So like if I don't want the finger snap is getting a little old for me, right out the gate, I want it to come up in stages. So I would probably take out the finger snap from the very beginning until he comes in and starts singing, and then then we want some rhythm along with him. So check it out. So I'll tell you when I would bring it in here as we go. Oops. Not here.
Door behind daylight,
There.
behind what I can see, living.
You know what? Just for bleeps and giggles, I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you because it's pretty cool. Open in Studio. Like if you guys haven't used, this is definitely on the paid version of Suno. I think it's worth it. Then again, I write it off as as a business cost, so it's not as big of a deal to me because it does, all this stuff adds up, all these damn subscriptions. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that. Oh God, it's so small over here. Let's all right, here you're not gonna be able to see it on your side here because my screen cuts off. Or I'll move it over. That's the simple answer. There we go. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the track, and then I'll hit extract stems, and I'm going to do all detectable stems. You can do vocals and instrumental as well, but in this case, I do want to tweak, the finger snap if I can figure out what track or what stem that's on. So now it's breaking it down. It's splitting all the stems. You can kind of see it here at the bottom, and it's thinking, so it's kind of flashing the color. It takes a minute for it to do it. Here, I'll go ahead and hit insert all. So it's going to do its thing. And you can see like woodwinds, brass. A lot of these will be blank because we don't have those instruments in there. And you can take individual stems and you can remix those too. I've played with it a little bit, but it starts getting a little crazy because you're kind of messing with pieces of the song, and then all of a sudden stuff is not going to sound right. It's not going to be the same anymore. Here, I think, are these all done? I think so. Bass, backing vocals. Oh, we got a little tiny backing vocals in the middle there. Guitar, string, synth, effects. I wonder if it's the effects. I'm going to hit, if you hit the S, that means solo on that particular track, and I'm going to play. Let's see where the finger snap comes in. Okay, it's not the finger snap. Probably under percussion. Yep, there it is. All right, let's pause. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here, if I can. Where's the zoom? I usually do this on the web browser, so everything is a little bit too small. Let me see if I can extend my window a little bit and if that'll show me. Oh, come on.
Hi, bud. You know, you're pretty good
Here
looking.
we go.
Can you do me a favor? Blow this live up by
Little
liking and
bit.
sharing.
Make sure you guys can still see everything, though. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm going to undo the solo. Let's see. I'm pretty sure if I cut from here over,
Daylight.
that'll do the trick, but let's find out.
Door behind.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to grab this right here, and we're going to delete that section out of there. All right, so here we go. Why did that go all the way over there? I am still getting used to playing with the studio thing. Oh, that's why. Okay. Ah, okay. See, no more clicking. Much better without it.
Door behind daylight.
Much better.
Behind what I can see. Living in the everyday. Reaching from in between. Breaking through to ordinary. I can feel my turn is beginning. Standing at the edge of everything, with nothing to return. Nothing to return to. Nothing to return to. Return. This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing. Like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing.
Okay, we had a weird pop So little stuff like this I'm starting to notice, and we'll have to try to fix these. Let's see if that's in there, because I think it's this right here. What is that? The effects portion. Yeah, you hear the pop? Well, since we're here, let's see if we can fix that. Let me open up the window again here. That way I can zoom in a little bit. I'll try to make sure I keep stuff in your view. Zoom. There we go. See the little pop right there? That's bloody annoying. Delete. Tink. There's the pop. Pop is gone. I'm going to move the playhead back here. Is there another pop right there too? There is. Ah, that's annoying. Wonder why they thought about doing that. Or why AI thought about doing that. Let's go ahead and delete that. Since I'm here, do we have more pop? Okay, no, those are...
This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glowing. Feel the breath around, falling from the ground, living in the light, finally inside. All of something bigger. To return to. Lesson to return to.
Wow, that's pretty freaking sweet. All right, let's save this. No, where is the... Here, let me close my window up a little bit. Usually I do this in the browser with like the full screen open, but for the stream, my screen gets cut off a little bit. So where is open projects? Usually there's like a save, my workspace. Open. Where is it? Let me just open up the... I'm going to go full screen here. Hopefully it'll show me what I'm looking for. Export. There we go. Full song. Yeah, it's cutting off my screen like you guys were cutting off there on the edge. Good. Song is saved. All right, we'll go back to the regular version here. Oh yeah, let me exit full screen. Go back to create. So that was the studio version of Suno, and it lets you do a lot more stuff, and stuff way above my pay grade. Since I'm not a musician, I mean, I know little bits and pieces, but I'm definitely not one. So, okay, made with studio. So I'm going to go ahead and edit title, and I'm going to call this yes and call it edit. So that way I know that's the one I changed. Took the little pops out and took the clicks out in the beginning. And let's do, oh wait, you know what? Here, before we go any further, let me take, I'm going to go back to this one. Let's grab our lyrics, copy, go back. I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to click remix edit, and then I'm going to click cover. Okay, good. It did get our lyrics. I want to see if I can get it to do... I don't know if we really need it. but I want to see if it'll do one more drop for us. Like extend the drop. Let me go down. It's not recognizing the, all right, I shouldn't have to worry about it, but let's do it. Let me go back to this one. Oh gosh. How do I go back? I don't think I can. All right, that's okay. We're gonna grab.
Pursuit 223 says, Bello Bear.
What's going on, Pursuer? How are you? I'm literally working on a track right now. If you want, let me. I won't mess with it anymore. I was getting close to shutting down, but let me play this sucker for you. So I've been through the whole thing. We wrote the song, did the lyrics, came up with the story, everything. Whittled down the lyrics, tightened them up, got more rhyming in there, and all that fun stuff. I've been playing in Suno, which I guess most people are. We've done maybe 30 versions of the song, and this is kind of the last one. I did a few minor edits in it, but here, let me play it for you.
Door behind daylight.
Pursuit 223 says, I'm doing good. I just scrolled down from Yaz's live stream, and I nearly passed your live stream.
Cool. Very cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. So I'll be, I'm kind of wrapping up here. Let
Reaching from in between.
me turn this down a little bit so we can talk and listen. So yeah, I made a new AI song. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think I'm gonna play with a little bit more, just to kind of tighten it up and get it really, really dialed into where I like it. But I think we're close to finishing this thing up. So the next stream we'll do that. We'll finish it up, and get this sucker ready to publish.
Pursuit 223 says, oh dang, hold on, that song actually sounds good.
Thank you. I'm pretty stoked with it. It was, one of the things about doing AI songs is you get so much AI slop. So much stuff that just sounds the same. And this one finally was like, holy crap, where did this come from? So yeah, I'm really stoked with it. I'll turn it up a little bit for you.
This feels like something I remember, like I've been waiting without knowing, like the story's been unfolding, and it's me that's glued.
Pursuit 223 says, I feel you on that, and I'm literally vibing to it, Earl.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Something bigger.
Pursuit 223 says, beat drop.
Yeah, man, I'm digging this. This came out really, really great. So it's got. I mean, I went through, I don't know, 30 different versions, and then every once in a while you get like something really good like that. So I'll still play with it a little bit more on the next stream just to tighten it up. I think I want to add a little bit more of the chorus to the end, like to do just one more breathe through of the chorus. But that's pretty darn close. I'm feeling good about it. So we'll play with it a little bit more, and then we'll also master the track. I've got some software that I use for doing that, and then I'll actually publish it. So it'll go live to Spotify, Apple Music, and everything else. So yeah, if you ever want to make some music, it's really cool, man. You can do some good stuff. And I mean, I am no musician by a long shot. I've got a good ear, and I'm an artist and a writer. So I love writing lyrics and stuff. But this is amazing.
Pursuit 223 says, "I'll be there next stream if I can get the chance."
Sweet. I'd love to have you there for sure. It'll be on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. So, yeah, if you can come hang out, that'd be fantastic. I'd love it. This is really fun. And then if you want to give me some input, so we'll wrap this one up because this is pretty much done already. But for the next song, I definitely want everybody's input. So, if you want to help me write it, I would absolutely love it. That'd be fantastic. Oh, by the way, is Yaz done with her stream?
Pursuit 223 says, "Right as soon it goes on Apple Music, it's going onto my favorites playlist on my phone."
Sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, by the way, if you want to go check out any of the other tracks I've done, you can find it with Bello and Bubba. So it's not Bello Bear, but Bello and Bubba. And it's, like I said, it's pretty much everywhere. So on Apple, you can find Bello and Bubba. And I got a few different tracks. Hopefully you'll like them. I'm kind of leaning towards like this sound now.
Pursuit 223 says, "Yeah, Yaz is done with her stream. She said she wasn't feeling good."
Oh, no, that sucks. I got to check in on her, see if she's feeling a little bit better. I think my honey and I, we've got allergies, but we're not feeling that great either. Definitely not like sick, but that sucks because Yaz is so upbeat and she's so fired up all the time. I love it. It's one of the reasons I love her because she's just always, ready to go and super happy. So that sucks. I'm going to send her a message and just tell her hopefully she feels better. Right, puppy? Come here.
Holy
Come here,
crap,
buddy.
this thing is still
I'll show
going.
you Harley.
Let's
Harley
see.
there.
Are
I don't
you
know if
team
if
hot
you've seen
dogs
her
or
yet,
corn
but
dogs?
This is Harley. This is our little puppy. Right, buddy? Mwah. Cutie pie. All right, she's had enough of that. Okay, you go. All right, I'm gonna get off here. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out for a little bit. Yeah, I know today's Yaz and I kind of stream on the same day and almost the same time. So, but Tuesday, if you're free.
Pursuit 223 says, "Man, this summer is going to make my sinuses go crazy."
I know. I've got terrible sinuses and allergies and asthma, and you put the two together, and there's just days where I'm like, I'm not going out of the house, or I'll wear a mask outside. When we got to take this little stinker for her walk, and she's got allergies too. Like you can see, she's been licking her nose because it's just running. Poor little thing. But thanks for hanging out. So I'm going to get off of here. Have a great day. Whatever you got going on for the weekend, I hope you enjoy. I'm going to actually, tomorrow is pretty much my only day I really take off is Sunday. So I'm going to relax, take it easy, watch some sports and TV and make some good food and just hang out. So, all right. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Pursuit 223 says, "Man, I feel you."
Yeah, you got to have some time off. I mean, I love working. I love being creative. So it doesn't really feel like work most of the time, but I do burn myself out. So I got to remember I got to at least take one day off and, take it easy.
Pursuit 223 says, "Sire."
All right. See you. Have a great day. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'll see you on the next one. Okay.